welcome to Stretford Paddock. Nice. We're here for the Watchalong. Man United against Club Brugge. Round of, what is it, 200 still left in it?
No, only 32.
Yeah, 300. It's like the what were they called? Do you know the film 300?
Yeah.
What are they on? Who are they from? What team are they for?
They are the Spartans.
Yeah, we're like there's like the Spartans still left in it.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, Alex is here. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Ciaran.
What one? I know people see I've got a lollipop, and I know that I will not be, have that swimming around the mouth for the whole thing. I'll try to consume it as quick as possible so that we can chill. United
here, obviously against Club Brugge, home first leg. It's the away leg. Do you like doing the away leg first?
No, I like the home leg first because away goals are more important and more clutch. And the later you get them, the better they are.
I think it used to be, because it usually is the other way around, is that you get the home leg if you're the better, or the team that's qualified higher, or whatever it is.
You get the home leg second.
It's home leg second, which is meant to be an advantage, but I think this is
I think
worse
for certain
now.
teams like Barcelona, like Liverpool, where they just never lose at home in Europe, I think it's better to have the second leg at home. Because you imagine if you play Barcelona in the first leg and you win like 2-0 at home, you still feel like you're going to go and lose 3-0 in the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do Bernabeu first, like we did in 2008, and you get a decent result, which was 0-0, you think we could probably Newcastle. We can still probably get a result at home.
I think it's just
Whereas
a bit
with United. I don't feel like we're that good at home that it
it's
even
just
matters.
a bit weird with the. It's one of them now that if we don't score tonight, that kind of we can't then get that's the away goal's gone. Whereas if they have I said 0-0, if they get 0-0 like you said in the preview, that's quite a good result for them, because they can still if they get that one goal, it's like now we've got to score two.
United have to score. I honestly think here's my little controversial opinion, not that controversial really. I think I would rather lose 2-1 tonight than draw 0-0. Because if you draw 0-0, any draw takes you to either extra time or you've lost
Sevilla
in the second leg.
Whereas we can win 1-0 in the next round.
Yeah, which I know that, but so you basically still need to win. Whereas if you lose 2-1, you know that you need to win. Whereas you go into that second game like, we drew in the last game, we don't need to do that well. But really, you need to win still if it's 0-0 in the first leg. So I think it puts the mentality that you have to win in there a bit more sort of emphatically than if you draw 0-0 where you think, a draw will do us, but really a draw won't do you. You're going out if you draw.
Yeah.
That's my little theory. So
All
I'd rather lose 2-1 tonight than draw 0-0.
Feed Khabib says we have one goal threat on the pitch and 5 defenders. What a horrendous lineup.
It's
I
not
don't think
that
he's got
bad.
a lot to work with at the moment.
No.
To be honest, I don't blame him for not playing Bruno. I would have liked to see a Gallo play, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But maybe he's only played that.
He's literally had 1-2 training sessions at most.
Well, he didn't actually
With
have to
the
take a
team?
medical, did he? That's what people are saying, because he was in pre-season training, but he obviously doesn't have
Because he did.
match fitness.
Well, he did the training session with the team on Sunday, didn't he? Before the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
And then the team won't have trained properly Tuesday because it'll be the rest day. And then it's Wednesday. So he's had 2 sessions and then they travelled yesterday. So, I mean, I know he's been doing fitness work, but he's not even...
he'll probably come on about 60.
I reckon so.
Probably.
I reckon so.
I think he'll get a goal tonight.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that if we win the game, I think there's no chance we won't go through. I think a decent result tonight should be a nice confidence boost as we see the team there. Ciaran, tell us the team, lad.
The team is...
It's on the screen, look.
Oh, it is on the screen. There it is. We got Sergio Romero in goals, back 3 of Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, similar to what we lined up at Chelsea. Brandon Williams, Diogo Dalot at wing backs, Matic, who retains his place, Pereira and Mata in the midfield, and up front, Anthony Martial, and everyone's favourite, #1 villain, good old Jesse, who we were saying we think he may score tonight. That's what we said.
I think he'll do all right.
In the team news video.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Lingard play, to be honest. I reckon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if he's ever going to turn this around, it's games like this
got
where
our starting 11 really wrong, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we get... How many get... What? 1, 2, 3, 4...
We were
5.
guessing-
No, 5 players. So...
Yeah, it was a
it's
tricky one.
horrendous.
Is it with these Europa League games? You're never quite sure how good that our coaches and management see the other team, like how much of a threat they are, how much they're going to rotate, all of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
And there's players that want to prove a point out there. You said Lingard,
definitely.
Delo, Pereira's now got a.
Definitely.
He's been replaced, and then. Excuse me. Everyone mentioned Matic. Someone said Matic should not be rested, but I think McTominay's probably going to come back soon anyway and give us that other option. So he might not even have to play at the weekend. Shame that Greenwell's not in there as well. I'd like to have seen Greenwood play. That would have been.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Nice,
I don't know exactly what his illness is. There seems to be a few players that have just been ill, don't they, recently? Lindelof and
winter. It's raining,
Greenwood and
miserable.
Yeah, I was ill the other day, so I get it. Is anyone else sick of judging Ole because he changes his lineup and formation? Of course he changes it. How else can you carry on playing 3 up front with 1 forward? Yeah, I think when people see this squad and go, "Oh, look at this team, Ole out," I think that's a strange position to take. But we haven't got enough players to rotate and have 2 or 3 like good squads. We've got 1 good team, and everyone else is kind of like this.
It's not great,
and
is
then, well, you can't just play the same players every single, 3 times a week because they'll die.
People knocking Mata as well. I think he's done every time he's started. He's done really well. I think he looked very good from the start and dictated a lot of play, but he's not.
Good.
Football is back.
Graphic we've done there.
What
Who did the new
teams-
graphic? Is that your work?
Oh,
Is
wow.
it? Look at that. Was that you, Cameron?
Can we
Can we get to 1,000 likes?
Can we get to
I'll
1,000
answer that for
likes?
you, Cameron. No.
No.
No, we can't.
But you never
really
know.
a lot of faith
There's
in
only one way to try.
Can we get 1,000 likes? If we get 1,000 likes on this,
Oh, do I have to eat something again?
I'll amputate Kieran's legs.
Which one?
Fair enough.
PS Joe, you look fabulous. Thanks, Will.
Well, thanks for leaving us, the rest of us out.
3-4-2-1 with 2 cams behind Martial. Sure. We got 7 matches in 21 days or something coming up. All need to pull their weight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Everyone's going to get games. Even
Not
I'll get a
far
game
away.
at some point. Howson not there? Is there?
No, he's not here.
Oh,
No,
I thought you.
No.
I thought you were Howson, but you've just lost 150 pounds.
It's
Matter
it's
well
close to
rested
the
masterclass
170.
incoming. Yeah. What is it? £100 more than you, isn't he?
He's
That's mad, isn't it?
exactly double. I think
He's
nearing
2
double.
Callums more
He's
than you.
double my weight. He's double my weight.
Yeah, that's madness. Take off his away leg. Very nice, Bit God. Very nice.
Right,
What are you eating that lollipop for? Can you get rid of that?
I'm sorry, yeah. I
Just bite it. Chew it off.
Do
Munch
it,
off.
do it.
Munch it. Munch it, you pig.
Oh,
Donkey! It's fucking raw!
United will win. Nice
of course
one,
he will.
Callum is just eating. I don't know if you know Callum. Callum and Cameron are our 2 sort of producers slash
Should we get a Callum cam for this
seducers.
game?
Let's be honest. And Cameron. A lot of people know Cameron. He was on for the Chelsea stuff, but Callum is very underrated. He's like, I described him the other day as a tube of toothpaste, but once you've squeezed all the toothpaste out of it. You know, you've just got that kind of
Side
flat-
on as well.
Side on, you can't see him.
Yeah.
When he falls out of bed at night, instead of falling to the floor, he goes down like that, like a dry leaf, and just lands on the bed slowly. He's a very nice guy, and he's currently in a nice pasta pot.
Yeah.
And he's going to get us some beers afterwards, and we're all
Yeah.
very excited for some beers, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm going to move over to you a little bit because it looks like I'm not quite
Not
sensitive.
sensitive.
Over me.
Not
Not
sent.
cozy here.
Would have preferred 4-2-3-1 against a team like this, to be honest, but hopefully we can get the away win.
Bruges are a bad team, though. Like, they went to, say what you want, Real haven't been the best this season. They went to the Bernabeu and went 2-0 up, and they were playing. I remember watching the game. They played some fucking good football.
Yeah,
They really did.
play.
Yeah, and as I think we've said before, any team that is used to winning is dangerous because they've got confidence. They're all playing to the best of their ability, even if they're not their best players. They've won, I think, 19 games this season, which is something that can't be
down.
underestimated.
Ooh,
They must have absolutely sausaging it down.
They must have won the Pro League last season, I think. If they're in the
think they
Champions
did.
League. I don't think there's another Belgian
Is it
team
called the
that's in.
Jupiler League or whatever?
I think it's the Pro League is like the
Jupiler.
generic league. I don't know who the
Sponsored by
sponsor is, but
Is it? It's not Jupiter, Apparently we got that wrong. It's like Juliper or Jupiler or
tell
something.
me, Joe, who was the...
Tell me, Joe.
Tell me,
Tell
Joe.
me, dear, where
Tell
do
me.
you summer?
me, Joe.
Do you still visit the south of France?
Well, I frequent Cannes quite
Tell
often.
me,
thank you.
dear. Tell me, Joe.
Who's the key player for Bruges
Who will
today?
be king when I return? Who's the key player for who?
Hans Van Aken, was it you said?
Hans
Something
Van Aken.
like 12 goals this season, 3 assists.
6 foot 5 again.
6 foot 5,
on my
Jesus.
door. Yeah, Hans Van Aken. He's the star man for them. I think he's their captain as well.
Scott's asking our score predictions.
Score
What do
prediction.
we all
I'm going to
reckon?
go 1-1. 1-1.
I'm going to go 1-0 United.
1-0 United. Kieran? You're always on your bloody phone.
2-0,
you aren't you?
sorry.
Your mum's made a bloody lovely lasagna and you sat here on your phone.
Don't eat my fucking dinner. Fuck off.
I'll eat it upstairs on the Xbox.
With the lads who really love me.
They're already waiting. They've been waiting for me for ages. I'm trying to be as quick as I can.
I want to go live at Alex's house. His mum's way cooler than you.
Yeah, she is. Alex says mum's a bitch. Ole must be prioritising the league because if these are even half decent, we are getting beat with this 11.
That's not true.
Also,
It's not the worst thing to do either.
Yeah, and it's only 4 outfield players different from our strongest possible lineup, so it's not like he's played, Laird, Garner, Levitt like he did the other week, is it? Stop talking about his mum seriously.
I've not seen that goalkeeper kid before, the yellow one.
It's a fictional mum. Romero doesn't concede, you mad ting.
4
Mad
games,
thing.
no goals conceded.
Ting.
I'm going to read it. I want to read it.
You want to read it? How you
Where's
want
Housen? Is it his day off? He's got the weekend off.
I know, yeah.
He's gone to a premium middle class outdoor experience world. And we can't name any names for sponsorship reasons, but let it be said that he will be swinging from tree to tree this weekend,
Yes.
if you know what I mean. And
Viking, archer, maybe
Bit of archery,
bit of swimming. Where's the Gruffalo?
Can you tilt the camera down a bit? Just as a thought. Where's the Gruffalo? Yeah.
I like Gruffalo.
Go on, keep talking.
Yeah, Mignolet's in
Nicely
goal.
lit.
Oh, look, very nice. Very got a light back here today. It's quite
Yeah.
like that.
We're trying to fill the space a little bit.
Yeah. We need
Nod
more
if it's
there.
Butlins. Shake your booty if it's Pontins. So you're saying he's gone to his local brothel. How dare you? They don't do archery at a brothel. You're allowed to take in a big knife and that's it.
Every man's got a problem.
Russell Crowe's fat son swinging from the trees. I didn't see that movie. No, well, you didn't, did you? No comment. It feels weird watching this early. Yeah, it does feel a bit weird, doesn't it?
Weird,
We're going to
yeah.
get out of here. Do you know when you get off the plane and you feel like it should be dark, but then it's light?
Or you're coming out of the cinema when it's weird that you see if it's dark, when you went in when it was light.
Incredible.
There you go.
That's the problem with
strange.
winter.
Yeah.
Winter, you're welcome to it.
I prefer watching these early games.
Feels like a Sunday. No, it doesn't.
The weather outside is very Sunday-ish. It's got that shitty kind of dark, grim.
It's windy.
I remember that Christmas song.
What?
Oh, the weather outside is Sunday-ish,
Shit
but the
and
fire is pretty
There's
Monday-ish.
the main man. He's tall, isn't he? Because he's
6'4", 1.95 centimeters. He's got the posture of a cashew nut. Look at him,
Bloody
all
hell, that's
curved
an
and bent over like some wilted
an awful
spinach.
posture.
Stand up straight, man. Imagine how tall he'd be if he stood up straight.
What have you got them for there, mate?
It's 1.55 a.m. here in Singapore. Pretty good time to watch a game. Wow, it's matter on matter action. What you got, big boy?
the lights.
What's your thoughts on Bruno's Twitter exchange with Bruges? Don't mind it.
Here's-
Kick-off time. Now.
Here's one.
Why were they all green?
Here's one for you, Al. Have you ever had Chick-fil-A? You went to the States, and I think you've said Chick-fil-A is...
Oh, he's a bit of a chick-filler, all right?
Chick-fil-A is up there.
What is it, just like kind of posh fried chicken?
It's like KFC,
sorry,
but it's I don't know. It's more. It's very Christian company.
Is it very
Very,
Christian? Oh, I
very
actually
Christian.
have heard this.
They don't open on Sundays,
Yeah, that's the one.
and they're very, very nice to you. Like
Do they-
overly nice to you.
Assuming that you aren't homosexual.
Wasn't there
Yeah,
something...
they don't like. Yeah, that's the only problem.
Wasn't
with
there
it all.
something to do, some scandal with them being really Christian? Like
boycotting? People boycotting them because they don't like.
Yeah, they don't.
Was that it?
We kicked
We
off.
kicked off.
We
Kicked
got
off, here we go.
football. But no, it's good.
Bruges nil, Man
Chick-fil-A
United nil.
sauce is up
Un-
there.
United
with the
already
nicest
failed to
sauces
score.
You can get.
What type of sauce?
It's
Is it like
it's
bacon
like a
mayo?
honey mustard. But it's like a barbecue honey
Oh,
mustard.
that sounds all right. That does.
So you put that. You have it's special.
Oh,
It's
BTEC honey
special.
mustard.
Great milkshakes as well. You're correct.
James Stewart. Joe looks beautiful as usual. Thanks, James.
No one ever gives me an outcome.
I mean, let's be honest. We expected him with that jumper. Ugh, dear me. Looks like you were dressed in a hurry today, boy. That's all I'll say. Thoughts on Moussa Dembele transfer report on Sky?
Sky Digital.
I'm guessing it's the Leon one. There's so many Moussa Dembele's. I'm guessing it's Leon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Be good.
Howson's a big fan of him. I don't know. He's a bit like.
I can't believe anyone's ever watched him.
Like it's like I look at him and I'm like, would you
Scores
pay
goals,
40 million
goals,
for a
goals.
guy who like didn't really cut it at Fulham? I know he was only like 20 years old, but
I agree.
He scored a lot of goals for Leon, though. Like
he did score a lot.
of
But
goals.
the French league is so. Oh, it's so you don't know. I know.
Go on, Jesse!
Oh, good press. I know there's really
on,
good
Jesse.
players who come out of League On, but it is it is a bit of a
rolling
farmer's
downhill, that,
Rather
isn't it?
fast.
The fake Irish has really let himself go. That's the same guy who said Joe looks beautiful as usual.
Mate, I'm
How
trying to-
low are your nips?
I'm trying. I have really low line nips. I'm training for the Olympia, so I'm
Sorry,
I'm
can we
bulking it.
just do that again. Cut to his.
Not
Not
me,
his.
dickhead.
Why are they so low? Mine are here.
I'm not showing you our nipple.
His are just above it. His are very high.
there.
His are high rises. Watched him a lot at Celtic. Didn't think much of him. There you go.
Oh, he did play for Celtic as well, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I thought he went straight from Fulham to Leon. I don't know what his goal record in
I mean,
Scotland was.
Bruges. You know, they might as well be Celtic. Really, they win the league by 10 points every year.
There's a couple of big teams in Belgium. I think it bounces. Anderlecht,
Yeah.
Bruges. There's another one as well.
Antwerp.
Standard Liège. I think used to be. I don't know if they're still
Whoa.
good.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it, you dickhead.
Come on, Lukey. They're pressing against us a bit. United.
Well, that's what they do, innit? They quite high. Ooh, Brandon
Jesus,
got
United
it.
started all over.
Oh!
Haven't they?
Oh dear, that should have been 1-0 to Bruges. Bloody hell.
Is there VAR in this?
Again,
Because Ciaran has some lovely bobbies.
that's why they're low-lying.
You're damn right they're beautiful. Natural as well. Ghent as well. That's a good shout from James Burney. Ghent and Genk, I don't know the difference. Oh, he
Absolutely
could have gone down for a pen there, you know. Oh dear.
Ooh, no VAR.
Is there VAR?
Yes, there is.
I think
I'm
this
saying
could be
yes
a penalty
VAR,
to
no
Bruges.
VAR.
If you don't know,
There is
don't
VAR.
answer.
I think there is VAR in the knockout stages.
In the knob-out stages. Liège. Luke Shaw-Williams playing left back, no rest for the wicked. What?
Is Joseph frozen?
It's with both of them playing, there's no rest.
Can't watch the match in the US because Bleacher Report Live is a rip-off. Always enjoy coming here. Cheers, TCS Gaming. You'll see the score at the bottom there at all times. This is where we report the scores, just here.
Just
There, look. 3, 19, 20. You got... Oh, that's good how it changes size every other word. It bounces up and down every other number.
Oh God.
United
Oh,
looking
what's
a bit
going on there?
itchy, stitchy, but they've played on no penalty there for a bit of a
what's
dive in on Romero.
what's going on with the number? I've watched them numbers.
The numbers are on steroids. It's bloody hell. This is lethargic start.
Remember that child
I'm not
that was
saying
on
you do it on
steroids?
purpose.
Did
I'm
anyone
just
ever
saying
watch
you may
that?
know
The little
why
Hercules.
also-
Yes!
And his dad went to prison for like completely like abusing his
did
man
he?
really bad. Like, it was
Oh, I
fucking-
didn't know that. Did anyone else at home watch Little Hercules? It was like an 8-year-old kid with like a 20-pack.
I didn't
And he
see-
looked a bit like Tarzan, didn't it?
No, it looked ridiculous. Like it was
Like a sexy
I
Tarzan.
think he was Ukrainian or something, but his dad definitely went down for like domestic abuse.
Yeah,
it was really
called, like,
bad. It
World's
was really
Strongest
bad.
Kid, and it was known as Little Hercules. And he looked kind of like Cam now, but like a 3-foot version of Cam. And he was so jacked. Do you remember him? You ever see him?
Not seen him.
Long hair was like that.
These sweets taste like you've been sat in them.
Thoughts on Igalo?
That's all right.
I think he's the best player we've got.
Yeah.
He gave up bodybuilding, really. What's he doing now?
Yes,
Anyone,
he's
can
a
someone let us
lifeguard.
know what is Little Hercules doing
He's
now?
a lifeguard, I
Full
believe.
time?
Yeah,
What, is it uni?
He's let himself like he looks normal now because he said like his dad kind of obviously forced him because he was like a mad man.
Yeah, because anyone that's in the gym at 4 years old isn't doing it on their own accord.
I'm not thinking
Isn't
that
driving
about
there in
fun.
a Honda Accord. Yeah, not a great start by United. Although that's a good ball. Although where's the outlet? Marshall's done well to keep the ball there.
Lingard do it?
No.
No.
There you go. Oh, as if he just managed to...
that.
Stop now!
Okay, I don't.
What are
want
we, a
anyone.
fucking wishing well?
Well, because it fell on the floor.
Wishing on a
Don't throw it back. Don't.
Stop now.
Don't.
I don't want it. Okay, I'll give it.
Yep, Nero. There's vid on him as a lifeguard on YouTube. Thank you, Nero.
Has he still got the nickname? Or has he still kept the moniker?
Oh no, actually, he's not a lifeguard. He's
Yeah,
like
Vanilla Zero.
I think he's a stunt guy at at like sea parks or SeaWorld. Like they
Something
set him on fire, and like that's what he does as
Like
a
his
living.
dad did as a child.
Yeah,
Who's Alex? This is Alex
that's
here.
Alex.
This is Ciaran. This is Joe.
Hi.
Why do linesmen delay their flags?
Dermot Phelan. What part of Ireland are you from? Grew up in County Meath. Went to school in Dublin. So there you go.
There you go.
County Mead.
Count there's
That's
more
what,
to Mead than this.
That's what medieval monks used to do when they were seeing how much alcohol they had in the cellar.
Yeah.
County Mead.
Count.
Product placement? Absolutely not.
Jamaican counting honey-based alcohol there. How many cameras do you have there, guys? 3.
We have one.
Although Steve has
We have
taken
2.
our best
We have
camera,
3.
which we normally use, so we can take some holiday snaps. Could have had one of these ones, but he had to take the best one. Which we
David
use
Ayres,
for
Honda
all of
Mead.
our
Even
videos.
this one's nicer though.
Up Mead.
It's quite
Cheers,
nice for
Steve.
photos, this one.
Yeah.
Inside though, maybe.
He could have taken the body of the other one and the lens of that
He
one.
could have, but he didn't.
He wanted the zoom.
Creighton Fox studied abroad in Ireland. Also broke my arm in Dublin. How'd you do that? Tell us. Go on.
Let me guess. You fell down some cobbled street and then someone ran over you on a bike. Says. Someone asked the Irish lad where he's from. Ask Joe if he's Jesus. Ask Alex about golf.
Camuccio's a regular in the comments. I believe he's heard the answers
Everywhere's
to this a lot,
closed.
so we can see,
Everywhere's
see where he's in.
closed and rainy.
Tripped on a cafe sign. You
Probably in Temple
Norris.
Bar, you bloody
Do you know what?
tourist.
You greasy
I don't
tourist.
care what you were saying before about Callum. He's going to go and get
Oh,
a beer,
God,
isn't he?
what an absolute mensch.
And he looks. I will say
There's
this.
half a
Sexy
smirk.
in that coat.
He does. It's a very
He
nice
looks
coat.
sexy in that coat.
Can I have some skips, please, Cal?
Oh, little Hercules is a burning stuntman.
Told you, yeah. I think he works as
Oh,
like
little Hercules, the burning stuntman.
How did you get into being a bird?
Tell you, he's lived some
We
life.
set the boy on fire and we send the vids to his nan. She's very supportive. Meat.
What was that?
Me-
Too much Guinness.
Too much Guinness.
Oh, stop being a nerd. I assume that's to you, Ciaran, you big nerd. You big nerd.
No penetration.
Big fucking nerd. No penetration. Speaking of, you went on a date the other day, didn't you, Alex?
I
Thanks,
see
mate.
what he did
Yeah,
there.
see-
He's
I
done
see
well.
what you
He
did
lined that
there,
one up
Joe.
nicely.
How was it?
It was all right.
Where
Went
did
to
you
a
go?
comedy show.
The Comedy Shack. Go on, I thought Anthony was going
It's
to
a
take a
local
big
one.
mush. Yeah, in the Northern Quarter.
Yes. It's free.
Was it funny?
Yes.
Who
Lots of
was,
funny
was
people.
there any standout jokes you can remember?
No.
Cool.
No, it was. No, I can't remember.
You don't remember jokes from comedians, you remember bits. Because that's what they do. They don't tell jokes, they tell bits. I should
You're
know
right.
because I'm really
It
funny.
depends who you go and see. Some comedians tell jokes.
Like, what's his name? Tim Vine, the guy who's
Tim
got,
Vine.
Yeah.
Tim
Just all
Vine's got
one-liners,
those just
yeah.
ridiculous
They are
one-liners
jokes.
They're the
that are
ones you
just
remember.
so ridiculous.
Also, someone like Stuart Francis tells jokes.
Stuart
Yeah.
Francis,
Comedy
Stuart
show for a
Francis.
first
Oh, yeah,
date is
Stuart
risky
Francis.
business. Was it a first
wasn't
date?
First date.
How many dates was it?
It was third.
Third date. Oh, we know what that means. So, how did the date end? You went to the comedy show. Was that
drink.
everything?
That was it.
After went for a drink afterwards.
Yeah.
And then what
It was
did you do?
Wednesday. It was a Wednesday.
Did you hold her hand?
No, that's not my... You ever seen IT Crowd?
No. Yeah, I've seen some of it. Yeah.
Poor. If anyone understands... No, that's not my hand.
Anything where you're going on a date where you don't really talk to the person you're with much, I think is a risky date. Like cinema is the worst first date you can have.
not- good first
I always...
date,
That used to
no.
be my port of call, so to speak.
For a first date.
Yeah.
It's because you
you went-
work in the cinema and you get
No,
free
this was
tickets.
years ago. This was years ago.
You
No, 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 no,
absolute
no.
cheapskate.
No,
Also,
this was-
your missus can't see you in the cinema, can she, when you're going on your
No,
date?
she does hate me, all right. No, this was years ago. What? I took a girl to see Bad Neighbours 2, which was... I watched the other night, and it's
Bad
truly
Neighbours 2,
A
Bad
romantic
Date
film.
1.
awful. And London Has Fallen, I think it was. Was it London?
Jesus
London Has
Christ.
Fallen.
Quality film.
You really take
for-
them to see the classics, don't you?
Yeah.
Cheaper by the dozen 9 and fucking whatever else. Bambi 6.
Police Academy
Shrek
15.
7.
Yeah, exactly. Cheap. What was it? What did you say?
Police Academy 15.
No, what was the one you actually went to see?
London Has Fallen.
Is that the one with...
Jared Butler. I think
Yeah.
it's Jared Butler. I can't, it
There was 2 films that came out that were called like the same thing, weren't there?
Olympus Has Fallen. It was a sequel to that,
No.
basically.
Oh, maybe it was when
White
Olympus
House
has
Down
fallen.
and London.
Yeah, that's it.
They're the same thing.
White House down, like it's Watership down. Van Gaal enjoying his retirement watching United. There's Van Gaal. People are well ahead of us, aren't they?
Yeah. How?
Lads,
watch it on telly.
what's your go-to beer at the pub? That's an interesting question. I personally love a Hop House 13.
Really?
Love a
Is
hop
that your
house.
go-to?
Hop House, I love it. I used to drink it, like, it was bigger in Ireland, then I came over here, and I wasn't really... I don't think when I first came over here, and then the last few, like, 2 years, they've kind of slowly put it...
See,
I
I
think they
always
put it
go-
into spoons.
I go Guinness when it's the if it's just a pint.
Not in spoons, though. You can't trust a spoon's Guinness.
Mamma
Bloody-
Mia 2 with my ex and cried at the end. She didn't. She did like, here I go again.
Has
Have
to,
a joke.
CJ Brown has to be Corona. I don't have them kind of funds to be drinking multiple Coronas a night.
You can't have
My
bottles.
Corona.
Have you seen
Unless
the
you go
pint
to-
of Corona now?
I have the one at
£4.20
And you put a full lime in it. Just no longer a word, just fucking wank a lime into the top of it, displacing half the pint. That'd be great, like a green bath bomb straight in the top. Would you like a lime in there, sir?
452 watching. Come on, get liking,
Let's
people.
get
Come on.
liking.
Get liking,
Get that little
baby.
graphic up. Is it on that side?
My go-to beer isn't a beer I can legally drink yet.
Get
Well,
it
has
up.
it got like weed in it or something?
Yeah, there we go.
Got cocaine in the beer.
1,000 likes.
What do you mean a beer you can legally drink? Is that because you're underage or because this beer?
My spoons has Corona
blood
on
in it?
draft.
Kieran, I
Where
want
is
to
that
communicate with you,
spoons?
but can't spell your name. Well, you can just...
Ciaran.
You'd like to communicate.
Like, not many people can spell it that
was
way.
his name.
They put an E or an extra I or an A. 500 likes, do a shot. TCS game in my go-to drink is water, good lad. We must protect Ciaran's virginity at all costs. You will never take it from me. Never.
When I was 16, I took a girl to see Superbad and she got awkward and after 15 minutes and she has to leave. That's bad because I love Superbad as well. But I can see it would be awkward on a first date.
Yeah, no.
Especially if your date was, Is it a 15? It's a 15.
It's a 15.
Hey, Devils. Hey, Mega Dreadnought.
What?
It's Ciaran, yeah.
Technically A and then a father on the second A, which is like an accent, but I don't even put that on there at this stage. You poor guys, I can get a 24 rack of Corona for like $20.
First of all, rack.
But
Rack.
I'm guessing by the way
Jackson,
he's typed that he's American.
You're American.
Yeah.
Because you get the
See
mini,
that?
you get these cans, don't you? Which is we don't usually. Mr. Housen loves these. I don't know about you. I wouldn't personally drink.
Do you know what?
Small cans. There's nothing wrong with them, but
Has Cam been sacked yet? Not yet, no. Rashid, don't do it, mate. Don't say things like that.
it's not nice.
No.
Ciaran isn't a real Irish person. True. My go-to beer is a Diet Coke. Well done, Oliver. You're
play.
only 14.
Cam, where you send location? You've been called out by Nero.
Aldi does 10 Corona for $9.99.
It's bottles, I think it is.
And also, it's just not good value. And it's not that nice. That's the problem with it. Let's not forget it's not that nice.
It depends on it. If it's one of them, sunny.
Yeah, but if it's sunny and you're hot and you're on the beach and all that, any lager's nice. I don't ever think Corona is the best option. Personally. When you price to taste ratio, it's never the best option. It's like a J2O. Imagine having a little 180ml glass of juice for $3.90. Is there a bigger rip-off in the drinks biz than J2O? Give me your biggest rip-offs. Biggest drinking rip-offs.
Go on target.
Oh.
Get the shots out.
Good.
Gotta be tenants, really, lads.
I like it, tenants. Don't
Flavour
mind it.
to
Cheap and
price.
all right.
To be honest, if it's sunny, I reckon you whip out the cider. Bad. Wrong. In Mexico, Corona is definitely not the best option. Dos Equis is very popular in Mexico, isn't it?
Derek A. Meath for Sam.
Corona's got no flavour. I would disagree. I think it definitely has flavour. Oh, God. These comments are killing me.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I saw that.
Beer tastes
Okay.
like beer.
Corona bad. I don't know. I like it. I'm a fan.
Innocent smoothie. Never buying one of them outside a meal deal. Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
true.
It's
It's
like
gotta be a meal deal.
$2.79 for I think it's, was it 280 mil? When you're talking at 10p per 10 mil, that's 1 pence per mil almost.
Oh no. 1-0. 1-0.
Bruges have
1-0
scored.
Bruges. Fucking hell.
Good goal.
That is horrendous.
What happened there?
Just a fucking cunt of a ball over the top.
That is
Romero came out like a
horrendous.
twat and he chipped it over him.
VAR? No.
There's no VAR, I don't think.
It's Romero's fault that.
Is there VAR? Well, yeah,
Oh,
well, there is
Robbie
VAR.
Savage
Robbie
saying.
Savage is saying that there is VAR,
I think
so
you've got to blame Romero.
I don't see why it could be ruled out.
Was it a goal kick? Was it literally a...
Yeah. Oh, God, that's the worst way to concede a goal.
Oh, my God. He's onside.
He's onside?
There's no foul. How could it possibly be
How could
ruled
that be
out?
offside?
What the fuck
Horrendous.
is Romero doing there?
No.
That is shit from Romero, isn't
No, that's not going to
Nothing
be a
there.
foul.
He's done really well.
He's
lad,
done well
but
to finish that.
Romero.
it? Romero's so stupid. Just
Like,
giving
Brandon
him
Williams
a
was giving
Mignolet
it...
There's no
assist.
chance there. There's no shot. There's no shot he can take there that's going to score from that position if Romero's in his net. He'd have to
Like
take 2 or 3
Williams-
more touches and beat Williams.
I'm not saying Williams had it covered, but
No.
give him
he
half
doesn't
a
have
chance.
it covered, but yeah.
Give him half a chance to get back.
Romero made it so that their striker didn't have to beat Williams. Whereas if he'd have stayed in, he would have had to have beat Williams to score that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Romero's
Well,
fault.
Bruges are all
I mean,
over us
he
at
don't
the
make many.
moment.
He don't make many mistakes, but that's clearly his
Well
fault
done,
there.
Brandon Williams.
United are reeling a little bit now. Can you not put the score in the
Yeah,
comments? I know it's the temptation is to do it, but we're obviously a bit behind a couple of people because we saw that beforehand.
Yeah.
If you could not put it in, that would be helpful. Um.
I hate Europa League.
Anyway, if United get a goal at any time, we'll still be favourites.
A lot of people slagging Romero off.
Oh, that goal was definitely his fault, wasn't it? It was just.
I think
silly,
that's the
shouldn't
first
have come out.
mistake I've ever seen
Yeah,
him
I'm
ever
not,
make.
Yeah,
So.
no
Yeah, it's
more,
his first
no more
clanger.
than that. Give him some. Give him a bit of stick if he made a mistake.
Go on,
but,
lad.
you know.
It was a good finish. Got to give him a little bit of credit.
It was. Oh God.
You all right?
Bloody hell, what was that?
There's 2 things there. What was The thing you did there.
Sorry. I was
Oh,
gonna-
brutal. Look.
Stand him.
Bloody hell, they're all over us now.
Are you serious? Have you only bought one?
Oh,
You knew what you were doing.
The saviour's here. Thank you.
Save
Callum.
yourself.
Could be
I
worse.
need a few more of these now.
Cameron has got such a short memory. Do you remember when you were crying on that chair 3 days ago because Chelsea lost to United again? That was fun, wasn't it? I can't hear your mouth's full of fucking popcorn, you mong. Anyway, I won't give Romero a stick because I don't want his cartel after me. Good point.
Slightly racist, but
Do you know it's Jesse Lingard's 200th
Yeah.
game for United?
Jesse Lingard, congratulations, Jesse.
Yeah. I bet
200 games for United. I feel like Ciaran only shows up for the beer.
damn right. No.
Oh, good tackle.
Bloody hell! God. These should be 3-0 up.
Cheers, anyway.
Cam, do you prefer that popcorn to just plain sweet popcorn? Here we go again.
Isn't
Yeah.
happy.
These players who come off the bench are pathetic. We have no depth, I know, but you'd expect guys to try and prove themselves and run. Complete joke.
I think they are trying. I think they're just a bit shit.
Bloody. Look at Romero's position there as well.
Oh, it annoys me when we lose because we have to talk about the game more.
Yeah.
'Cause all the comments are just
Yeah, because if
sad.
we don't, yeah.
I'd rather, the main reason I
Sad.
like winning is so we don't have to talk about the game. Yeah, come on then. What's the biggest rip-off in drinks or food?
Yeah,
Food
let's
and
change
drink.
the subject.
Food and drinking rip-offs. I was enjoying that chat until the goal.
Barbarito, I think.
Here we go.
Do you think? I don't think it's that expensive. Though,
For a
is it?
fellow gin drinker like myself, when you get a little fucking glass and
Yeah.
a big thing of tonic, the tonic costs about £2.
Yeah, it does the little.
And then
you
you,
get like a
don't
bottle
need, and
of
you
tonic.
don't need that much.
No.
So now, but there's not enough to have it over 2 drinks either. So
Yeah.
now
People
you
just
end
go
up with
gin
like
and
that
lemonade,
much.
though. That's people are.
That's what Cam does. It's too sweet though.
I can't do that. Yeah, water in airports. Anything in
Anything in
airport.
airports, yeah.
Kamucha recognising the partridge interjection. Thank you very much.
What did you say?
That's sad. Sad.
€5 for 33 CL water. Yeah, airports are just. They should be illegal airports.
What's that about, Cam? What's your
that?
best tips to try sneak alcohol?
Why are you?
Where are you
under-
sneaking alcohol
Also,
into?
we've already got a question that we're asking people. Why
We're talking
are you
about other
diluting
things.
it? We're already asking people something
Oh,
else.
Nero.
The small bottles of drink when 2 litre bottles are like 10p more expensive are a massive or a massive scam. Yeah. Here we go. Is another goal coming?
Stand.
See, that's what might have happened if
Harry
Romero didn't come
Maguire.
out last time. Put in mineral water. Yeah, but at least it's cheap. I know it's water, so why would anyone buy water? I get that. But at least it's like 60p.
Mouse saying Eddie Rockets is a rip-off. You're damn right it is. That's why I've eaten there once in my entire life.
What is it?
It's like, it's an Irish thing. It's kind of like Johnny Rockets in the States. They have that. It's like a diner. It's like essentially like an over-the-top American
Eddie
kind of
Rocket
diner.
sounds like a morning breakfast show radio host.
Yeah, it's
Hey, you're listening to Eddie Rockets, and we're here at 68.9 all morning. This is the Eagles.
Dan
If we lose
James,
this game,
Dan James is sat on the bench saying Zach Ollie. It's a bit.
Don't know
risky.
about that. He's in
Unreal.
earshot of you, Dan. That's steady on.
I sneak water into gigs.
That's
Interesting.
Let's hope that's water, son, and just water at that.
Snacks at the movies, yes.
You see, you don't. Speaking of someone who's worked in the cinema, no one cares as long as it's not hot food. Bring in what you want.
Yeah,
you go.
I brought in
You
a
cleared
big,
it here
a
first.
big. What was it? It was,
Tray of salad.
No, a big tray of salad, yes, because I was having lasagna afterwards. But what I was going to a potluck, so and I had to take a big cauldron of chili into the theatre with me, and they were furious. Like, you're not allowed to take 8 litres of chili, hot chili, into a cinema. Is that the rules?
I haven't met.
No, hot. So the only thing that you can get in hot is your hot dog if you buy it.
Or your bloody girlfriend if you're taking her.
if you have someone who loves you, but I don't.
No, we don't. None of us do. None of us do.
We're all loners.
I sneak bottle tops into United games. That's quite funny, Oliver. Very nice. Cheese is surprisingly expensive. It is, you know.
Good
Yes.
cheese.
Yeah.
Good cheese is worth its weight in gold.
Unless you're an American and you
cheese.
have cheese in a can.
Have you ever had cheese in a can?
No, God.
No, I've had cheese in a tube.
I can't even
cheese in a
stand the
can.
cheese sauce in the
I
cinema.
was
It
forced
just
to
makes me
have
gag.
cheese in the can. It's the worst.
What? The worst, like...
It was a case of let's now all try American things, and we tried the cheese in the can. It was horrendous.
Fruit's a rip-off.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
To be fair, no, I can see what
It's more expensive than, like, hash browns, but...
Grapes, did you say?
I don't
Instead,
think, I
what
don't
you
think
bought
£2
was
for a punnet of grapes
was
is
£6 worth of
expensive.
sweets instead of.
He's bought a
All right.
bag of lollipops like he's taking him to a fucking kid's party. Who buys lollipops as a treat?
You know what? Lollipops are a bit underappreciated.
No,
I would
they're
say.
not.
I really
No,
like
they're
them.
horrific.
If you get given one,
Literally the
have you
least-
ever? Here's one. Have you ever bought a lollipop? I don't think
Absolutely.
I have.
Yeah.
I
I
love
think I've
ice
been given
pops.
them, given a lollipop, but never bought one.
All vegan and organic stuff is well overpriced. I don't know.
Like Chubba Chubs are shout out to
It is
Chubba Chubs.
expensive,
This is
but I
not an
think
ad, by the way.
organic-
But they are just like
No free ads.
just.
I can see why
Tuna?
organic stuff would be expensive because it's harder to grow because of the pesticides and stuff. So I can see why that would be expensive. Whereas compared, like avocados are too expensive.
Have you tried vegan cheese?
Yeah,
Do you like it?
the stuff I had was horrendous.
Okay.
Near, lollipops. Suck on them. Not that type of show, but yeah.
They do cheese in a tube here. I think it's quite nice, like Primula.
Not a bad idea, Jesse. Execution's a bit shit.
Yeah. No,
Joe,
really
have you
surprising.
tried vegan cheese? You must have.
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
No.
Yeah.
Lollipops from the aftershave man in the club toilets are the best. Yeah, they're good.
I've never bought a lollipop off a man in the toilet. Though.
Would you buy spray of aftershave?
Only. This is a funny story.
Easy.
Go on.
Easy.
No. This is a funny.
No.
I was like 15 and.
Bought some pills.
No. I was 15 and I was at like like some sort of underage night out, and I was just standing outside, and then just someone threw an egg at me, and it just hit me in the shirt from outside. I got egg.
Raw egg.
Yeah, raw egg on my jeans. So I had to like go in and my chinos and my top man shirt, you know, looking well, swag on point.
Was it a top man grandad shirt?
It wasn't quite that bad. It was like a simple top man white with like stripes going across. Like I was looking on
Like
point.
it.
High tops were on. Had to ask.
Jesus Christ.
Man in the toilet.
looking
please.
like a fucking.
Did
What's
you
his
have
name?
the,
Can you call my mummy, please?
Mum, bring the cider vinegar. We've got albumin to get out of these jeans.
But to this day, if you're watching this, Mr. Eggman, I don't know who you are, but I'm
Mr.
sure-
Eggman, who you, is
The
this
man
for
who threw the egg.
Beatles.
or a woman, but,
Cuckoo,
you know,
cuckoo.
I will find you, by the way. You dirty scumbag.
That's funny, isn't it? That you got egg queuing up for an under 18s disco.
Huh?
You got
no,
egg-
it wasn't. It was when I was in there.
Wait,
It was-
what?
it was
You were
like-
indoors?
No,
it
I
came
was
out for the-
outside, but it was so I was
Into the
inside.
smoking area that had
Yeah.
no smoke.
That had no. Well, there was
Yeah,
it was
one of
just
those-
an outside-
one of those-
it
a
was
pack
a-
of chocolate fags.
well,
the fresh
well,
area.
there was
You're
a-
like, darling, yeah, you want one?
there was
Yeah.
a few. There was a
Cadbury's,
few.
darling. What
smoking
do you
area
smoke?
in an under 8.
What do you smoke? Cadbury's.
There was a few underage
Les
smokers there, but
Cadbury's
they were the
finger.
bad kids, you know,
Ah, right, okay.
smoking at 50.
So they didn't get into it.
Oh, this is good shit.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's kind of this was like. It was like
Where
like a
was
club,
this?
like a rugby clubhouse next to a
Where was it?
stadium. I'm not going to say the name, but if any people from Ireland,
Why
or
would you
specifically
not
Dublin,
say it?
No, I want to see if anyone knows in the comments the famous night out I'm talking about. But it was like built into the back of a clubhouse, which is next to a small stadium, and there was a load of subhuman scum hanging in the bleachers in the stands at like 11 o'clock.
You
at
got
night.
an egg. Someone said never
I mean,
go
it-
clubbing without your hard boiled egg.
I mean, it wasn't hard boiled. It was just a raw egg.
Oh, right.
They didn't aim it at me. I'm sure they just threw it.
Was it a
happened to be in
Coppers?
the crossfire?
It wasn't Coppers.
Oh, Carl McMahon knows. Carl McMahon knows. Yes, it was Wes back in about 2012. Oh,
They
many
were
a
the
story.
days.
Yes, it was Wes. I can't believe someone actually knew that watching this. But anyone who's been to Wes, comment down below what year.
Everyone's
you were-
saying
Everyone's
Wes.
been to
Oh,
Wes!
everyone loves Wes. Go on, Wes. Oh my God. Tell me what school did you go to, and I'll
God, they
rate
won't
you on
be, no.
that. Go on. Oh, Sean, Wesley Rugby Club.
Mr. Matthews was a pedo. wasn't he?
Mup Coppers. It's not Coppers, but I have a few stories
Everyone
about
comment
Coppers.
Wes if you've been to Wes.
Yeah.
Up Wes.
Don't
Comment
just-
it even if you
Up
haven't.
Wes.
Just up the Wes. Hashtag Wes.
Cam's been to Wes.
Taryn, you're not even proper Southside, mate.
Do you ever go in?
South Dublin knobs.
I'm from the
I'd
north
say.
side, you knob.
Did you ever go in dressed in? I can't do that joke. I'll
How's
say it.
your,
I'll say it. Did you ever go in dressed in red and white jumper with a red and white hat on and call yourself the Wes Wallies?
It's horrendous.
The Wes
bad.
Wallies.
Yeah, like Where's Wally? So you're dressing like that. You get it. You get
No,
it.
I'd go
Up the
chinos.
Wes
Wes
lad.
FC.
Wes lad, Wes FC. Everyone's just saying Wes in the comments. I don't think Wes is a thing anymore. Maybe someone back like I think they stopped doing it when the clubhouse like collapsed. But
Yeah, you
no
think
roof
getting egg
anymore.
on your jeans is bad. Imagine being trampled to death with a clubhouse on top of you. That sounds fun, doesn't it? What school do you go to? But you think it's dodgy. You know my age.
What?
Well,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We know his age, and people think that's dodgy.
Is it? Well, I don't know his age.
Where's Brown?
14.
He's 14, did he say?
Yeah.
Oh,
He sent us his manifesto. He's Salford young mayor.
oh fair.
Or he's trying to be.
Come on, any Wes stories, drop them in the comments, but please keep it PG.
Who
lads.
scored? It was a Pogba and Raiola own
Wesley
goal.
Snipes.
Where have you been then? Let's try and see where people know where you're from. Where did you used to go out when you were a kid?
God, when I was a kid. That was a long time ago, that.
How the fuck do people know where's? I'll tell you what, here's one then. Let's see if anyone knows this. There's an under-18s nightclub in Rotherham, across from a Spearmint Rhino strip club.
Did they experiment Rhino in the UK?
Yep.
No, okay.
Across from a Spearmint Rhino. Actually, I don't know if it's a Spearmint Rhino, but it's a strip club. And there's an under-18s night out place there.
Oh, no. Oh,
In
God, he
Rotherham.
could have gone
If anyone
down.
knows what the place is called, put it in the comments.
No one's
Rotherham.
watching the football, Cam. Relax. Like, we're talking about Wes here. Answer your question, Oliver, I went to Castleknock College. That's where I went to school.
Fort Knox.
Dennis is being a menace. You're damn right he is.
Hello, what are you doing?
We're shite.
Yeah.
Ciaran's what school do you go to? Yeah, he did. The strip club is called
didn't-
Rogue.
there wasn't-
Rouge.
There wasn't really a...
No, there's a different one. I think I'm getting right that it's Rotherham.
Jesus. Carl McMahon got 2 black eyes there and hid it at Christmas dinner with one of those hats with the flaps on the side of my fridge. Yeah, hopped at Wes, man. It happens. Private school boys are the hardest boys out there. Shit happens. Literally 0 senior cups. We're in the semi-final of the cup.
Alexander-
You subhuman scum. North
Alexander-
Dublin is blue. Tell me
Alexander-
what school you went to, Scott. Sorry.
Wes, sweaty walls. He just...
Oh, it is very sweaty walls in there.
Where's is the Fifth Avenue of Dublin?
That is yeah, that's fair. But for underage, you know, when you're like 15,
Yeah.
16. Well, that's Tig. Where's the Fifth Avenue of Dublin? That's my mate Tig, who's been to Fifth Avenue, so he is able to make the comparison.
What? How do you pronounce that name?
Tig.
No. Silent Disco.
Silent Disco. No, man. All your favourite Chris Brown and David Guetta hits are played all night long. Quality.
So poor.
We're shit.
Oh, shit, there's a game of football on. Go on, hit him.
He's done well for pace there, Luke Shaw.
Castleknock is posh
Done
north
very
side.
well.
Yeah, you're
Get
probably
the
right.
foul, that. Well done, Luke Shaw.
I didn't live
Good
there,
leg,
though.
good
I
leg,
grew
good
up in
leg.
Meath.
There was also one called Blue Minx. I'm thinking of Liquid nightclub. Is that still there?
Liquid.
I think it's Rotherham.
Sounds horrific.
It might be Barnsley. I'm pretty sure it's Rotherham.
Barnsley.
This doesn't make me realise how much effect Bruno's had
Very
on the
harsh,
team.
Jesus.
Yeah, Bruno's good. Blue Minx. Yeah, there is a
Are you watching the match? Well, kind of. It's there. It's on in the background. But
yeah. United are shocking. Yeah.
I think it might have been the Rochdale game. I mean, it was me, Joe McGrath, and it was yourself as well. And I think we must have probably watched about 10 minutes of the game overall. But we were just...
Joe
sat here
McGrath's
absolutely-
not a good influence on them.
He's not. He's a
Bad.
bad influence.
Yeah, we can't pass the ball very well, can we?
No, that was a good ball. Brandon Williams.
Look at the midfield there.
Paddock FC
it's all
training
just
was-
on the fucking
Yeah, Paddock
shoulder
FC
of the
training was
fullback.
better than this last night. Standard was better.
Like literally, there's the defence, and then every single person has stood on the line of the.
Oh, it's great fun.
Shaw, Williams losing it there. He's not been...
Well done, Luke
It's not
Shaw.
been great, has he?
Well
No.
recovered.
Adam says, you're thinking about Liquid and Diva? I don't know what that means.
Thank you, Adam Cocking.
Quid and Diva.
Yeah, Liquid. It was across the road from a strip club, I guess, called Diva. Yeah.
Where was this underage night out?
It was in Rotherham. It was called Liquid.
Did you go out in Rotherham?
Oh,
Rotherham
occasionally,
is
yeah.
seen. Is it the Chuckle Brothers? I don't know what else is coming
I've been out in Rotherham a couple of times.
Oh,
There's a
Paddock
place
going-
that's called like Slop
Oh,
World or something.
That's probably the most Rotherham sounding place I've ever heard of my life.
But yeah, I went out to Liquid once. Got scared because there was some hard boys. Because we were like 13.
No 42s for
No
Paddock this
42s.
evening.
No 42s for us, and especially for Adam, the producer.
Adam.
He's got like a season
Go to
ticket
my
to
camera,
42s. You're not going 42s, Adam. Leave it for one night, please.
Is that Adam?
No, we need to do.
Someone, Raoul, 19.
We need to have an intervention over his 42s going.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Joe
I think it
Alternative
might
went
be
to the
time.
Gale, talked to met a lad from Wes College that he couldn't wait
Because
to
he
get home
literally,
for a shit.
it's getting worrying, isn't it? I think he went on Tuesday.
Wesley's quite posh. You're
Did he
right
go on
there.
Tuesday
You're right there,
afternoon
Joe
with you?
Alternative.
I don't know. I think he might have done.
Yeah, he went on Tuesday.
Ever been to Filthy McNasty's in Belfast before?
I can't say I'm a frequenter of
That's your
filthy
mum's blog, isn't
McNasties.
That's what your mum's. What's it called?
It's her alter alias. Filthy McNasty.
Filthy McNasty's
Oh,
on
it's poor
tour.
touch, Harry.
People keep asking where's Housen. He's away for the weekend.
Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
away. Tweet him.
He's at a sort of a lumber-based holidaying experience, if you will. 42nd Street. I don't know that one.
No.
Maguire being fouled frequently. Yeah.
Yeah.
The game is a
'cause
waste
he's
of my
slow.
time. Good thing I have you lads around.
Cheers,
Exactly,
mate.
That's what we're here for.
I like. Sorry, go on.
What's the most recent film you've all watched? Or TV show? Or TV show?
Sorry, I'll go first.
I went to see The Gentleman last week.
Oh,
Was it
yeah.
any good?
Which
Is
was
it?
very good. I enjoyed it.
I'm watching the new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm at the moment, and it is equally as brilliant as the first season because Larry David is just a writing genius.
Ahead of his game. Ahead
Yeah,
of his
he's great.
time, sorry.
I probably don't want to get a
I
strike or
also
something
watched
like
the
that.
end of Power. Power's very good.
Is that any good?
Yes.
So many people I know are
Yes.
watching it, but I'm just not.
Yes.
It's not my. What was the last
You
video?
sit a
Jeremy
lot.
Clarkson
You just sit a
documentary.
lot like that. Like, wow.
It's a
that's
guy.
actually
It's a guy who owns a nightclub, but he's like a drug dealer.
Yes. essentially.
Yeah, my mum watched it. And she was like, "It's silly, stupid.
It's
I'll watch
stupid.
that again.
It's too
Your
much
dad did most of
swearing.
that in the 90s.
Silly, stupid." My mum is also a huge Narcos fan, but she said the latest series is absolute garbage.
Really?
The Narcos Mexico. She loves the El Chapo, all that stuff. Can't get enough. But she said it's pretty crap the new season, so probably won't give it a watch.
That's sad, isn't it? I like... Someone watched Joker. That's all right.
I've still not seen it. Is it?
Let us know what the last film or TV show you watched.
Yeah.
Favorite films of all time. We could be here all day. I could swear we've had this discussion as well.
Probably.
Cameron,
I've been
what are
watching
you
Line of
doing?
Duty.
Is that any good?
The season 1 was really good, yeah. It's weird because it's some really good storyline and acting, really good storyline and characters, but some quite questionable acting.
Nero says, I watched an old anime called Berserk. I don't watch anime, but I've seen Berserk, and that is some of the most messed up shit I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
It's like an anime,
Poopy.
but
Poopy.
it's worse than poopy. It's worse than poopy. It's weird. It's like, it's weird. It's just, it's
I've
weird
been
anime.
told by loads of people to go and watch. Is it The Stranger on Netflix?
Yeah.
I've
I've
heard my
seen
mate
that.
said it's one of the
Everyone's
best thing.
going. It's saying
Based
it's
in
one-
Manchester,
Yeah,
I think.
there's a few. It's filmed in Stockport.
Django is good. Yeah, I watched Django before. That's good.
Just started now.
Still think
this
Bastards
week.
for me is the best Tarantino film for me.
Do you?
Yeah, I love
watched it the other day.
Love it. Honestly, just from that opening scene.
The opening
just-
scene's great.
And then it just gets better. There's even when they're in the basement and he's giving it the.
Been watched the Thin Blue Line with
Yeah,
Rowan
that's good.
Atkinson is mint. Well, have you ever watched
No,
the
I've
Thin
never
Blue
seen
Line?
it. I've heard of it. I've never
It's
seen it.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
haven't
Rowan
watched that in
Atkinson's great.
ages.
We were talking about Rowan Atkinson earlier actually, before you got here.
Well, Joe, Google. Let us know in the comments what you think Rowan Atkinson's
And don't Google it.
net worth. Yeah, what his net
worth.
worth is. Don't Google it.
He must be
Joe,
millions.
we were pleasantly surprised. I couldn't believe it was as
He must have a bit
big as you
bit of
said it
dough
was,
there.
but
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive to be fair.
Yeah, he's worth a decent whack.
Space Man is saying finally watched The Iron Giant today. Brilliant. That's like a classic animated film. To be fair, Brad Bird. He's very good. At
I've
making
seen it, but I
animated
can't
films.
really remember. I've seen it as a kid.
Must be a bit behind him.
But yeah, it seems like Rowan Atkinson's been in a fair 200 mil. No, it's like 130 million, which is fucking loads for someone who, in my head, is like he's done like the Johnny English films. He did Blackadder, and he
Scooby-Doo.
did like Mr. Bean.
Go on, lad.
A
he's
long
in?
time ago. Go on, Anthony.
Fucking
Away goal.
Straight
Away
goal.
goal.
Awesome.
Have some of that.
See, all of a sudden, it's 1-1 is better than 0-0. by an
1-1,
absolute
folks.
fucking
By a
It is
massive-
1-1. Anthony Mastiad. More important matters.
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson, yeah.
Rowan Fatkinson.
You forget that he was in that Scooby-Doo film.
What's the Scooby-Doo?
Loads of stuff.
Marcia,
done
let's see
well
your
there.
look in this.
Who do you like in
I like that look,
Who's your
straight
favourite
away.
Scooby-Doo characters?
Shaggy, because, he's the most laid back, isn't he? Is that your Shaggy?
That's my Scooby.
No, that was really bad.
By the way, it's done really well. Marshall, really
No, that
well
was
there.
really bad. That was great. Did you ever see the Scooby-Doo movie? Like when it came out? Oh,
Sarah
brilliant.
Michelle Gellar.
She's great.
Okay,
I don't know what she's
easy.
doing now. She's
Really
great.
easy.
She's
Really
really.
I'd like to see
Really
a
great.
very a sort of Etonian Scooby-Doo where Shaggy is played by Ben Elton, if possible.
he's
You
done-
Ben
don't
Elton.
know who Ben Elton is?
Hold on.
You'll know as
Read
soon
a
as you see
book
him.
for once, man. Jesus. Where's Steve? He's
not here.
he's in an escape room and he's been there since Monday.
Him?
Yeah.
I don't recognise him.
Because you're thicko. Love a finish past Mignolet. Yeah, me too.
Does it?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer was great back in the day.
Yeah, that was good.
Watched the first few episodes of that when I was on
Meryl
Netflix.
Lepeg.
I actually liked it, but just never went back to watch it.
Go on, get behind. Oh,
I think of the term, do you know on Friends, Buffet the Vampire Layer? I think of that title a lot. Do you know, because it's Phoebe's sister
Yeah.
is in a porn called Buffet the Vampire Layer.
Oh, in
and
Friends,
I think about
yeah,
that
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time because it's one of my favourite puns. I don't know why I like it so much. Come back to Singapore.
Stephen is in the gimp box.
Will do.
We hope not.
I think he went in a him and his. This is actually really sad because him and his whole family, including his young daughter, went to an escape room on Monday night.
Ah, fair.
they're still there now.
In sort of kids TV
I
show
like this.
fashion.
I think maybe
they
we
have
should-
been locked in
we
ever
should-
since.
We should fashion one.
Can we just
Stephen
put...
Housen is away.
No.
Look, when the
No,
cat's
don't
away,
put it.
the mice are playing, baby. The
Yeah.
mice. This is the mice. We're playing. This is us playing football.
This is Des Moines.
There's more to mice than this.
Full
Love
stop.
Hate, Carl McMahon, excellent. Love Hate Irish TV show was like the biggest thing. Did you
My
watch
mate,
it?
No, I've watched bits of it. My mate from Dublin honestly loved it.
You have
He's-
no
like
idea.
Neighbours?
He said it.
No, it's a gangland drama. When Love Hate came out, it was like bloody Game of Thrones. I tell you who was in it. Do you know the lad from Dunkirk? Did you ever see Dunkirk?
Celestine Babiaro.
No. Huh? No.
Nobby
Barry
Styles.
Keoghan. Barry Keoghan. Do you know
Barry Gibb.
Barry Keoghan, bloody hell. No, you ever the Avengers, don't you? You've seen the Avengers. Anyone seen Avengers? Anyone out there seen Avengers? The guy who plays that Squidward-looking lad is the main guy in Love Hate, who does like the voice of him, Tom Von Lawler. Very
Google
good.
it.
What? His name?
No, his face.
All right, yeah.
I know we know his name. It's his face that we've got a problem with.
You won't recognise his face because he plays like a...
Too bright.
Too bright.
Fucked
Damn.
it.
This lad.
I don't know. Is he good?
He's very good.
Put it on there.
This is the lad I'm on.
Yeah,
about.
that's good.
He was in Love Hate. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I know him. He's good.
very
He's
good.
a really good actor. Has
No,
anyone
Love
seen
Hate.
Parasite?
Haven't
No.
yet. Is it any good? Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
it's good. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is
When
it?
is there a new Late Night Live? Tomorrow night.
By the way,
Joe,
What's on the sign?
No. Oh dear, he's famous.
Jesus. He's reared his ugly head. Oh, you meant
there
to
he
be
is,
on
he's there.
holiday.
And yeah,
it just says Housen's not here.
You meant
just,
to be on holiday, aren't you?
just telling people. Yeah. I'm surprised.
It says Housen's
you need a
racist
darker,
on it.
bolder pen. They're saying
do.
now.
A darker, bolder
No,
pen.
that's a brush.
That is a brush, yeah.
Why is there? Why is a
brush
brush
with
that looks like
success.
556 watching. Come on, folks, get like and
Yes.
only 138 likes. Come on.
watching the
Steve's watching the game. Good lad. Watching the game, having a bud. How's your holiday been so far? What have you been up to?
He also called it as losers, so I don't think we should acknowledge his presence. But
There's
whatever.
no need to call us losers.
Yeah, that's true.
What else we got?
Is Williams playing with a knock? He hasn't looked right the last few matches. I don't
Housen.
know.
So obviously, if I'm watching the game, I'm watching Paddock, just like everyone else
it.
should.
Nice.
Nice.
Send us a multi-screen picture, Steve.
Yeah.
So we'll retweet it,
Um,
please.
Elliot, if you're not watching Paddock, you are Tim Pot. You're goddamn right.
have you been playing tennis today, Stephen, or some badminton? Maybe
I don't
some
think
kind
he's
of
going to this activity.
fencing. He
Place till
is.
tomorrow.
Wait, he's not there. He's,
It was tomorrow.
why ain't he here then?
Because he has to plan today.
Oh,
What?
He's got a lot of planning to do. He's got to take Babby.
don't get Housen started on thoughts on Gladiator.
I like it. It's a good film.
It's every film that's been played on like a bus when you've got a long trip. At least when you're like over a certain age, like when you're in secondary school. But
I usually watch both, but can't watch the game today. Yeah, we'll let you know what's going on. Not a lot,
Yeah,
really.
not a lot. It's 1-1.
It's been a
Got
scrappy,
an away
shitty
goal.
first half, to be fair. Got you lot on my phone, match on the telly. Get the bloody wife to take a pic. Oi, get in here.
That's it, Cam. You answer back.
Look at Tony's strength.
come on, do a goal.
Come on, lads.
Bruno,
Jay
come on,
Lane's-
second half. And
Actually, who got the assist for?
it was. I think it was more of a tackle, did he not?
Not today because I have to look after Paulie Baba.
Ah.
It's sad. Very sad, very sad.
Dallo.
Very sad.
What else? Did we say what's your favorite film of all time?
I don't think you can have one, can you?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know,
you
Brandon.
bloody Brandon! Brandon, you bloody Brandon!
Oh. Should score.
Yeah, he should have scored.
Should score.
Parasite is worth watching.
Yeah, it's definitely worth
Is
watching.
it worth the Oscar?
Compared to the things I've seen this year so
or-
far,
or-
probably.
Or is it given? Was it given it because it's a really good film? That's like it's a foreign language, but because it's a really good film, that probably boosts it up because it's different.
Yeah. It's
was a bit
Can we get the
ambitious.
list of Best Picture nominees up a little? Sec?
Yes.
What's your favourite film of all time then, Joe?
I don't think you can have one. It's like having what was your favourite breath of all time? It's too sort of
Too many.
ubiquitous.
I always like to say,
not
what's your
ubiquitous, but, like,
top
the
5
film is
favorite
just-
films of all time? That's what
I really like The Dark Knight. I love Ace Ventura.
think Dark Knight's
I
up there.
love The Matrix.
Anyone out there who's seen Me, Myself, and Irene? Joe is a huge Jim Carrey fan, but that's the only film he's never seen. Please, can we all just implore him to watch it? These
else
were
would
the
be
nominees for Best Picture, if you'd like to hear them now.
Okay.
We had Ford versus Ferrari.
seen it.
I've seen it. It's a good film, but if you're into cars, you probably love it. The Irishman,
I've seen half of it, and it's not going to be my film of the year.
slow. Jojo Rabbit was excellent.
Brilliant. That's up there for me.
That's up there. Joker was very good.
Good, but I feel like they knocked you over the head with. Did you see what we did there? A couple of times too many.
We have Little Women, never saw it,
I feel
heard
like
it was good.
That was a film made for people who think they're smart. The Joker.
Marriage Story, haven't seen it. But
Haven't seen it, but I don't want to cry for 2 hours, so I never will see it.
Adam Driver is probably like the best actor, I would say, up there out in Hollywood right now.
the moment.
I'm a big Adam Driver fan.
Yeah.
Then you have 1917.
Not
probably
seen.
No surprise.
Ooh.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I've seen that. Very good, but not as good as Parasite.
Really? I'm surprised. And Parasite. Once Upon a Time I thought when I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was like, I finished the film and I was like, okay, I didn't really get that. And then someone, because I meant to see it, the place I work, and one of the girls who was working was like, oh, did you know it was about, the
Mansons.
Manson stuff?
Yeah.
And then when you realise that, you're like,
Yeah, I did
Oh,
know
fuck,
about that
that's
because
actually really
in real
good.
life, do you know those people that come to kill him at the end? Spoilers for Once Upon a Time.
Well,
in
yeah,
Hollywood.
spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear Once Upon a Time in Hollywood spoilers.
In real life, they kill Sharon
Sharon
Tate.
Tate, yeah.
She dies.
Yeah, it's,
Whereas in this, obviously, Brad Pitt.
that's not a
kills her.
spoiler. I mean, that's like historical.
But I
It can.
thought certain scenes in it were just weird and shit.
Like what?
Like I don't like the whole Bruce Lee part of it.
That was
I didn't
really
like
funny.
The actor who played Bruce Lee, I didn't like the interactions between him and Brad Pitt. I just thought that was all a bit forced and crap. But I did think Brad Pitt was excellent in that.
He was.
Of those films, Parasite is the best, and then Jojo Rabbit's the second best.
I
for me.
really thought Jojo Rabbit was excellent, to be
Yeah, me
honest.
too. Actually, I think I might have actually enjoyed Jojo Rabbit more than Parasite.
Taika Waititi is just like
Yeah.
leading the game. Like
For me, the best 3 films I've seen this year are Jojo Rabbit, Parasite, and Uncut Gems. They're my best.
me and you did say Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
At least for me, you said maybe for you is probably the best film. Adam Sandler is just
amazing. The whole film's amazing.
still not as good as Billy Madison.
Whereas
Peeing no
Sandler-
pants is the coolest.
Where's the rum? I don't
No
know.
rum.
No rum tonight.
No. You
Parasite is the best of the lot, but Memories of Murder is
You
better.
seen that thing
Never
that Mick
seen or heard
sent
of it.
yesterday in the group? The rum on tap place.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Jesus,
like a
that's
top-up place, though,
dangerous.
isn't it?
I said that could kill us. Like if we went there for a night out, you wouldn't wake up.
Lib Dem Joe likes Parasite.
Matthew Jones' Marriage Story is bollocks in real life. Kylo Ren would choke the bitch.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell, man.
Magic of 1917 only works in a theatre. Yeah, I could see how that could possibly happen. Joaquin Phoenix had made a performance. I think he did.
He was very good. He did. Yeah, he was very good. He carved his own Joker, which
House
is
is
very
on the
hard
room.
to do.
Yeah,
Of course, Howson's on the room.
Oh, he's on the room. Bloody hell.
You look after the child. Be careful.
yeah. Uncut Gems is boring.
Oh, that is the one thing
that
it's
has
not.
to be a joke because it's the least boring film I've ever seen.
I
It's
th-
like watching your mum and dad argue for an hour and a half. It's so tense and scary, but sort of exciting at the same time.
Why doesn't Adam Sandler do more stuff like that though? Like he's really. It's halftime. Is it halftime yet?
No, not quite yet.
We're not even
Jesus,
watching
you're
it
right.
yet.
That was like
Sorry.
you woke up from a
It was
nap.
there.
Just completely-
It's half time.
Oh, it's half time yet? No, John, go back to bed. John, you're right.
We said Adam Sandler was excellent in that film.
Yeah, Adam Sandler was brilliant.
He was very good.
Parasite was the best one yet out of those films. Yeah, I would probably agree.
I've not seen it. I can't comment, but I really do want to.
It's about to be
Very
half
good.
time.
And loads
it's
of
very
really
close
good.
to being
It's one of those
half-time.
films where, do you know some films where you watch them? I know a lot of films have like hidden meanings and hidden, like, you know, like all the old paintings. You
Donnie
have a lot
Darko
of-
is like the film that everyone says has like more meaning behind it than any other film.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Parasite is very much like there's loads of kind of commentary and visual and kind of thematic story devices that you have to be like, oh wow, look what they did there. I like what they did there.
Yeah.
So that adds a sort of another element to it.
Arijit saying 1917 better than Parasite, which is better than Marriage Story, which is better than Jojo. Oh, I
I've
can't.
only seen 2 of those films. so I
Jojo
can't
was
comment.
really good for me. I don't know about that,
Yeah.
bud. it's hard to take Adam Sandler seriously in that movie. Not at all. Adam Sandler when he
No,
does.
I don't think it is, and I think that's the best part of his performance is that it's not hard to take it seriously.
It's weird because he did Punch Drunk Love and like Wedding Singer, and they were like really good films where it wasn't the slapstick. And then he fucking doesn't. He just does Jack and Jill, which is like I think
The worst film of all time.
it's the worst seriously taken film of all time. Probably just shamelessly bad in every way.
Shameless
And,
Coleman.
and exactly, and he just does that, and you're like, Christ.
And what was the other one he did? Even
Spanglish, I think.
no, what's the ones where it's like him and like Chris Rock and David Spade and
Bloody Grown Ups. Oh,
yeah, they're
good.
pretty poor. I can see why they did all right, but they are poor.
Carl McCann.
Click is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Obviously, Billy Madison's excellent.
Billy Madison is my favorite.
What's the other
Adam
one
Sandler
where he's
film.
the golf
Happy
one?
Gilmore is brilliant as well.
Big Daddy's good,
Big Daddy
the
is
weakest of those type of films.
the
if you
good
ask me.
ones. Do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, definitely.
but it's still a decent one though.
yeah, it's
I
not
think.
bad, but
I
like
think it's when he was
Half-time.
still doing good films.
It's half time.
Yeah, half time.
It's half time.
I think Happy Gilmore is probably universally the best. But like, I just like Billy Madison because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so just. Yeah, Pete Your Pants is the coolest.
Did they put them beers away, or is the
No,
beer
they don't.
here? We do need the globe fridge.
Yes,
though.
man.
We
need
probably
to
should
go
talk
first.
about the football at half
Yeah, we'll do a bit of talk about.
Yeah,
Talk about
so it's 1-1 at half time. United obviously went 1-0 down
watched
from
any of that?
Bonaventure scoring for Club Brugge in what was probably Sergio Romero's first mistake in about 18 months.
it's the first standout mistake I've seen him make ever.
And it wasn't a horrendous mistake. He just came out for the ball when he had no...
He just panicked.
He had,
He had a
what
bit
did
of-
I say?
few
He had
panic
no
stations.
business coming out
No,
for the ball.
he had a bit of panic stations. So, yeah, not the best.
Yeah. But other than that, it's been a scrappy half, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
they've done.
after
They
United
they
scored.
could have scored some goals.
The
to be
weather,
honest.
I know, it's only the weather. They get paid 250 grand, who cares about the weather? Is horrendous
It's
to
not
play
good.
football in, isn't it?
I think they.
Sideways rain and all that jazz. So I'm sure it's pretty shit to play in. But 1-1, which so far...
It's better than
it's a
0-0,
great,
like
it's a
you
great
said.
point. A great result. Yeah, better
Yeah,
than,
it's better than
1-1 is
0-0.
better than 0-0. Yeah,
We've got that
miles
away
better.
goal.
Yeah, because
He
now
needs to
a 0-0
make.
draw, we
I think
go
he's
through
going to go for something in the second half. I reckon he makes some attacking changes.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
he's going to sit back and hold this. Because I
Give
think, like
Igalo
you
and
said,
Fernandes 30 minutes.
you said
Yeah, you have
2-1.
to, I
A
think.
2-1 loss is worse. Is better than a 0-0. It's
Yeah.
definitely 2-1 loss compared to 1-1's not much difference really
Not
at
really.
all.
I just think the way that part of it is the mentality of it, and when you're 2-1 down, you have an incentive that you have to go out and win.
Someone's saying here 1-1 is defo not better than 0-0. It is. We've got.
Yes, it is.
We have an away
It
goal.
factually
Away goal is huge.
definitely is.
We have an away goal, which means
So-
they have to. They have to now score.
If the next game is 0-0, we go through. If it's 0-0 and the next game is 0-0, then it's extra time. How is that
That's
not better?
better.
There's no ways it's worse, and there is one way in which it's better. You're wrong.
Matthew
You're
Jones.
a grotesquely ugly freak.
With a bit of a, it's relevant but not about the game. What do you guys think about Simon Jordan arguing with Raiola on
lovely, wasn't it?
Talksport? I'm not a big fan of Simon Jordan,
I'm
but
not
that
either,
was
man, but-
fucking brilliant,
Yeah, that
by
was
the
really
way.
good.
Whether that was right, because you never know when, like,
What, you think it wasn't?
you never know. It could have
You
been
think
some
it was
blagger
just-
on the end of the phone doing a Raiola impression.
Nah, I doubt it.
No, it probably wasn't, to be fair, but he absolutely put him in his place, to be fair to him.
Yeah, and actually, it's nice to see that because it's good that when someone has a strong opinion on something and they actually air it to the person that they have that
Yeah.
opinion about, it always is a
It's
bit
good.
breath
I
of
think
fresh
it-
air. I don't like people. I think some people sometimes like Paxman and stuff is just confrontational and angry for the sake of it. Because
Yeah.
look at me, this is my style. Why have you got a pink top on? You're like, who cares?
Yeah.
But that was like, this is a controversial topic that is very relevant right at this moment, and he really went in on
He
it. I
said,
think that was a good way of doing
Oh,
things.
we have.
Oh, we got stats, baby.
Exciting
How
way of
quick
doing
that
things.
was.
Look at that, 6 shots, 3 on target to their 5 and 2. United have sort of been the better team in the sort of second half of that half. I think.
Second
Does
half
it
to
feel like
half.
we's had 64% of the possession?
No.
It
No,
doesn't
'cause
really
it's-
feel
Remember that
like
one
does it?
time, and this is a
Remember
real
that
nice
one
one
time?
when the pass accuracy was down to 2 decimal places. That was a great time to be alive. That clear chances 0, which when you're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, I would consider that to be a clear chance, wouldn't you? Martial
Yeah.
1-on-1 with
Yeah,
the goalie,
yeah,
15
yeah.
yards out. I don't know quite what the
Yeah, where,
how that's
where these
how
have
that's
come from?
yeah.
Where have these stats sourced from? Sky Sports.
What constitutes a clear chance?
I
Goal,
guess,
a goal is a pretty clear chance to me.
Does it have
but-
to be inside the?
I guess it's
penalty
something
spot?
over, if you're getting real pedantic about it. I'm sure XG, it's something like, well, over 0.5
Or 0.3
chance
or
of score.
something.
Yes, I don't know.
There's a lot.
penalty is only 0.6.
There's a lot of people saying
0.7,
Oh,
I
is it?
think.
Williams
something,
had
I
a
don't know.
poor first half. And
He
I think
did,
yeah,
he
Williams
did look
yeah,
great.
he did
He's
play
a
pretty
few-
poorly.
And yeah, I mean, he's that bit of a miss he had as well.
Williams having a mare. Yeah, everyone's saying Williams.
I think I think the goal. I think Romero's made that a mistake from Williams. I think that if he'd let him, give him some chance, nowhere near that.
That wasn't Williams' fault. That was Romero's fault. But again, he's not made many mistakes, and hopefully it won't matter after the 2 legs. Speaking of matter, he's not really done a lot, has he?
No,
Not
a lot of
Lingard's
players.
had a lot of the ball, but not. I can think of him losing it a few times.
Story
Yeah.
of kind of his season or his last
Yeah.
18 months, really.
I think United were expecting less possession. To be honest, I think with that,
maybe.
I think they were expecting it to be them to have a bit more of the ball because they've dominated most games this season.
Yeah.
Apart from their couple of Champions League games, I think they've had like 70% possession
in
most
the
games.
Belgian league.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not surprised
They've
with that.
absolutely battered people in the Belgian league. So I don't know. I think he was expecting less possession.
They're
expecting
not an
us to-
awful team, Bruges, to be fair.
They
Like,
press, and the other thing is they're doing what they're good at in the Belgian league, which is to press very well. And they're on, even if they're not as good as us, like they're still on a ridiculous winning run. They still win a lot of games, and it makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Even just beating poorer opposition all the time. It's
Yeah.
like when you play a championship team that's top of the championship against bottom of the Premier League or middle Premier League.
Yeah.
They're flying. They've won games. They know how to do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the quality's not quite there.
Yeah, because everyone's playing. They're full of confidence, and
People
lesser players with a load of confidence are better than slightly better players with no confidence. As you see, teams like Sunderland and stuff like that, where you just fucking fall through the leagues because the team's completely destroyed, even though they've got better players.
5-2-3-1 doesn't work. No, that's because there's
it
too
worked,
many players.
Well, it
there.
worked on bloody
Is that right?
on Monday.
Chelsea.
On Monday,
And
I didn't see
against
people
City.
kicking off about how bad that tactical shape
We
that
got a
was.
draw against
Also,
Liverpool.
that's
with
one
42
too many
three-
players as well. To be
Yeah.
fair, so that would be 10.
We did
outfield.
play 5
That'd
at the
be
back
11.
against Liverpool and played them off the park.
Yeah, we did.
We
well.
didn't win, but
We played well there.
Yeah, 5-2-3-1 is
Not a formation.
12
That's
players.
the Tom 265 Greenwood got a cold ollie out. Christ, my brain cells are dropping.
yeah.
Still 11 players. A lot of people saying Ollie is just sat there cross-legged. I don't know what more he can do. He's playing a lot of players like
Yeah,
Lingard
and
and
sometimes you've got to
Dalot.
do your meditation app because it sends you an alert.
Haaland style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk about him? We probably have to after that absolute just this disgraceful performance on Tuesday. And I mean that in the opposite way. You probably
best
think
He's ridiculous.
like it just what
He's very good at
Yeah.
football, at scoring goals.
he's just a freak. What? And people will probably say, "Oh, State United, they went for a Gallo over Haaland." That's not what happened. He chose to go to Dortmund instead of United. And to be honest, I really don't blame him for that.
No,
That
you
makes
don't.
far more sense than coming. Imagine him, like, if he doesn't score one game, if he came to United, he'd be all over the papers. Flop.
yeah, there's that, and there's also like the.
You see that should have been a corner, and the goal kick that led to their goal.
That's so
It was
bad,
a
that defending.
59.
And that's a bit weird. Like, I mean, I'm not going to argue about this because you shouldn't be picking on things like that. But if VAR is there, surely if that is
And the ball was rolling
and
as
the
well.
ball,
No, they said before it was a corner.
they
Thanks,
said the
Del.
potential. I don't know.
It was a corner.
Should-
Matic kicked the ball against their
I don't know.
defender's foot, and it went out for a goal kick. But it should have been a corner.
Yeah.
Anyway,
To the loo really quick.
go to the toilet really quick.
No, we'll have a chat.
Marshall nutted up and made something happen.
I think we're done with
Shaw-
stats.
Him and Shaw were
Oh,
the
there's
only
a TV there.
bright things I really saw. Yeah, I thought Marshall was all right.
Yeah.
Hasn't had many chances or touches really.
No,
but
he looks isolated as well. I think it's.
he did really well for the goal though. Brilliantly.
Having the one thing about playing the wing backs, and especially not playing like he played almost alongside Dan James a bit against Chelsea. Today he's got no one. He's got Mata and Lingard trying to get around him, but they're still number 10s. They're still dropping deeper.
Yeah.
When you've got the wing backs, they have to be the ones getting up and supporting. You've got to have your midfielders doing it, and they've not done that at all. So when the ball has gone into him, he's had nothing to work with. So it's a tough game for them. Look, I mean,
It's also an
away-
away game against a team who is top of a European
yeah,
league.
it's one of those.
It's not going to be
if
an
we
easy
can
game.
get-
I know
Look,
that they're not the best team,
the
but
team
they were 2-0
selection-
up at the Bernabeu this season.
Yeah, I mean, I was disappointed with the team selection because I wanted to see. You always want to see Fernandes. I'd like to have seen Ighalo, but he's
Yeah.
not, I don't know how much training he's had. But at
think
the same
we'll
time, if we get out of this game and Bruno Fernandes, Ighalo, and someone else and Fred has only had to play half an hour or not even had to come on at all.
Brilliant by Martial. By the
If
way,
he can bring off Martial and give him maybe half an hour rest as well, and we come out this game, say it stays 1-1, or even then it's a good result. And for as much as it's poor that this team
we
is
all want to be
poor,
4-0 up, but away, like I said, away against the team that is top of a European league, 1-1 at half time isn't the end of the world. I'm calling you bagel in the comments.
I
there.
know, yeah, bagel. Not sure about that one.
Did you used to get that a lot?
No.
Did you not?
No.
Bagel.
His name says bagel in it. Can't it?
Anyone have any? Any of you have
Kinda.
any weird nicknames in school?
Crotch hammer. No, of course that wasn't a nickname. I didn't really have any nicknames. My sister used to call me Seth,
Seth.
Crotch.
as in like Joseph.
Oh right.
Um,
Would your parents call you Joe or Joseph?
Usually Joe, but sometimes Joseph.
fair.
Classic, isn't it? When people are mad at you.
Fucking crotch.
Crotch hammer.
Do you have any?
People would always call me by my surname in secondary school. Teachers, my mates.
Teachers used to call you
Taylor.
yeah, by my surname.
I suppose, yeah.
But like, because it was an old school, old kind of fashion school, so you know, it wasn't meant in a bad way. And then some teachers would call you by a surname, and that would be picked up by
Taylor, you
pupils.
wrecked ass, take off your jeans.
Taylor, yes, that is my
Everyone called me.
surname. One of my friends' nicknames in
Baggers in
school was Scrotum. Feel very sorry for him.
Everyone called me baggers in school.
Baggers, yeah,
That's kind of
fair.
Baggers.
yeah. It's always even like it got when I was at university. All the teachers, everyone would call me baggers.
I'm
It
not
was
the
just
biggest
weird.
fan of nicknames, really.
My-
I think
it
they're a
just
bit
what?
shit.
My housemates call me Kenny. My middle name is
They always wear-
Kenneth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kenny. Like they just like it's a thing now.
Housemates.
Like if they're talking to me, they'd be like Kenny, and I'm like, fucking hell. Do you
you
find
like
that
it?
funny, Cam? Do you? That they call me Kenny?
No, I'm just thinking of a joke someone told me earlier. I was called Ross the boss at school. No, you weren't Ross. That's
I
a
don't.
lie.
I think that's a self-inflicted nickname.
Yeah, you were called Ross the Dross, and you know it. Williams was very poor thoughts. We agree.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Because
agree.
Joe isn't great for nicknames. True, but I still don't like nicknames
Smithy.
particularly.
Can't
Yeah, I
call
could
you
have had
Smithy.
Smithy Smiggy. I like
Smiggy.
Smiggy, but no one ever called me that.
Do you want me to call you Smiggy?
Joe must have been compared to every man with long straight hair ever. Yeah,
I mean, it's
Definitely.
Jesus. I mean, that's all.
Jesus.
You've not been.
I get beat at Russell Brand a lot.
Charles Manson ever?
No,
Your hair's not quite.
I got what's in from Queer Eye.
I don't watch Queer Eye.
Jonathan Van Ness or whatever. I've had that a few times.
Steve's nickname would definitely be Howson. He's just been called Howson for his
Billy
entire
Ray
life.
Cyrus.
I
No,
was
your
called
hair's not
Bones
long.
at school. That's a fucking decent nickname. Although he's a big skinny bastard, so maybe it's not that cool.
No, seriously, I was called that or Roscoe. Are you Russian, Ross? In any way? Maybe that's
Jozza Smozza.
maybe.
Yeah, rusty hot, roozy hot chat with me.
Ryan
live.
McCrossan was called
Crotch.
Ryangle.
Triangle's pretty.
That doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
Billy
Hey,
the Pigeon.
Ryangle.
Billy the Pigeon from Reese.
That's
I always
not
found
real.
my home.
That's not true. That's fucking. That's Bob Mortimer. That is stealing his jokes. Come up with your own jokes, Reese. Billy the Pigeon. He's what was it? The other one. Someone with a big head.
Kazza
It's a
Tazza.
Sniper's Dream.
Kazza Tazza for Kieran.
Kazataza.
Yeah. there you go.
Bloody hell, Camucho. No one called me Kaza. Ever.
What did they call you, Cameron?
Twatty,
Twatters,
yeah,
yeah.
twatters. Yeah.
Vincent Russell Brand is surely more regarded in personality than looks. Maybe, but at one time I was in Tesco Express in Salford, and some bloke, this proper mank bloke, went, "Russell Brand, you know who you are," and pointed at me, and he did not know my personality. So maybe it's 50-50.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Barbara Lighthouse. I don't know who that is. It sounds nice. Probably some sort of serial killer that we shouldn't have mentioned.
Someone asked Alex, which college were you at Durham?
I was at St Mary's. Still am, actually, technically.
Because once you go, you never leave, do you, boys? St Mary's for life.
No,
One
I'm
of us.
finished.
One of us.
Oh, right, you're actually still there.
Not finished.
Oh.
I will
fair.
do, eventually.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
We'll all get there.
Looks
in the
more
end.
like Jesus than Russell Brand.
No, do you?
You don't look like
Fucking-
Russell
Have you
Brand.
noticed that? I look a bit like Jesus.
I haven't noticed it, and no one's actually said that in the comments on any video ever.
Vanilla Jesus.
Joe's Vanilla Jesus. So what is? What makes
Joseph,
Jesus
Because I'm
not
not
vanilla?
Middle
Joseph.
Eastern, I believe.
Jozza Smozza.
Smozza?
Yeah.
What else we got?
Do you think if... Oh, no, I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
No, I do want to say it. Do you think if Jesus had been depicted as Middle Eastern in, like, Western, like, literature and illustration, people would be less xenophobic towards Middle Easterners now?
Yeah, probably.
If he'd have been like,
'Cause,
that,
like,
the saviour
It's
looked
quite
like...
a serious chat, though, for a watch long, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit.
but it's
Well, yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
we
a
sort of
thought-provoking-
westernised that whole area in terms of, like, deities.
It's a thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
Joe. You know, maybe.
But then again, also, let's not forget, people always say Jesus would have been, you know, it would have looked Middle Eastern. He's God's son. He was born of Immaculate Conception. He could be white. God could have made him white if he'd have wanted to.
Will Joe go clean shaven if we win the Europa League?
Oh, I've seen pictures of Joe clean shaven, and it is just night and day.
It's not a day.
The beard suits him, though. I like to think.
I think I can do without it. I could pass it off. I need to get a haircut soon, actually.
Are you
Anyway,
gonna go really short with your hair, or like a little bit short?
I want to go like I want to go like everyone who's called like William at school.
Get a top knot, maybe.
I used to have a top knot. No, I didn't. I used to have a little bun, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bun's fine, but not.
Bun's
I don't
fine,
like a
but
top knot.
I think shave the sides and then get a top knot. Oh dear.
No, 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 no.
My
That's
dragon
the Europa
saying,
League.
Taylor, you meant nightmare.
Joe with the 3 on top and fade on the sides is what I want. Yeah, and I just start going to Liquid House every weekend. I used to have a fade on the sides though. I used to have like one fade on the sides.
Yeah.
I used to have really short hair up until I was like 22. So only like 3 or 4 years ago.
5,000 likes. Joe shaves his head.
We're on
we
200
could
now,
say
and there's
that.
750 you're watching. I mean,
I'll do it, yeah.
We could happen. Share. Tell your friends. It might happen.
I used to have really long, like back when like long hair was in fashion, like 2011. I grew my hair really long.
What was that?
No, but
No,
it was
a
like one
certain
of these
style of
ones,
long hair,
like-
not long hair like yours, but I'm talking Bieber bowl cut style. You don't see many of them around anymore.
No, it's not a thing anymore.
No, I'm joking.
That's
Yeah,
what I
with
used to
the
be.
fringe, and that where you
What
would-
did you say, Cam?
the sort of fringe where you would drag your fingers across it and it would leave sort of wave marks.
No,
where
I
the
wouldn't.
fingers.
I wouldn't even have to do that. I just go.
You know,
Could you
that
not see out of
kind
one eye?
What's the
if
word?
if you did it?
Cam, are you
Couple times.
slagging my haircut? Are you? Oh, are you
Lloyd
tired?
Christmas bit.
Your
on the
haircut
camera.
like fucking Lloyd Christmas over there. Harry, it feels like I'm running incredibly fast.
Joe looks like Serge Pizzona from Kasabian. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's a bit darker haired than me, isn't he?
And he's got like
Joe has the straightest eyebrows I've ever seen. Yeah, you're right. They're
Shave
very.
cam.
They look like someone that's jumped out of a window from sort of 20 stories. They have been kind of splattered onto my brow.
I used to have no eyebrows when I was young.
Solid American accent. Joey's affable, relatively handsome fella. Thank you. What are you writing my fucking dating
Second half's
profile?
kicked off. Probably we
Joe
should,
is
we
it?
should say.
Joe,
No.
second half, it's kicked off. Joe is an affable, relatively. They literally does sound like something from Undateables, doesn't it? That. Joe is an affable, relatively handsome fella from Manchester.
A lot of emojis in the chat right now. I don't
Yeah,
like
what's
looking at
going
it. Stop
on?
sending emojis in, please. It's
Someone
hurting
said,
my-
"I love the Bieber cut. It makes okay." Shouldn't no, don't read that.
No.
Maybe not.
Don't
Ooh.
read that, but that I reckon.
Yeah, I should have did do it.
That might happen.
Yeah, we've already replied to your Roozy Hottie chat with me live S3.
Yeah, maybe we should not have that.
Well, yeah, but they've got the.
Yeah, it's a normal.
Yeah, it's
thing.
weird. Their account is clearly spam, but their comments are genuinely quite nice.
Oh, did they? All right. Well, why don't you?
Oh,
block
ban them then, you fucking idiot. You're producing it. I didn't know. I don't know how comment bots work.
Yeah, this,
Sorry.
whatever this bot is, it's copying and pasting.
1,000
the same
likes and Joe goes blonde. Ooh.
shit. Oh, Cam, get this annoying play out.
Yeah,
the
I'll
chat,
do it.
please.
I'll dye my hair blonde for.
1,000 likes. So
Oh,
that's.
thank God for that.
Everyone likes it in here now. We're nearly.
Joe,
Joe
you got
will
bald.
go bald if Lingerad wins Ballon d'Or. Is that some sort of Game of Thrones reference? Ballon d'Or has fallen to Lingerad. No, I won't do that. Yeah, fuck it, I will do that.
Brian asking me St. Mary's Strawberry Hill ? I don't know if you're asking me. Do I know that school?
That's a sex act.
St.
I
Mary's
don't.
Strawberry Hill.
Did you ever had a skinhead cut?
Yeah, I used to when I was about 7 years old. Because when I used to go to the barbers, I used to scream and cry, and you couldn't pin me down. So I used to just have a skinhead.
I used to have a bowl when I was younger. Like
Joe looks like
long
the
bowl.
chick who with a beard who won Eurovision. Yeah, I do. You're right. I've had that before as well.
Very attractive man.
Although I can't sing like her. I can really. I'm an absolute G. What has 2 wings and an arrow? Cupid!
Flying Legolas.
Cupid, you bitch. There's a lot of flies in the office today. Has anyone else noticed that?
Someone's left
Noticed
food
that.
and
I
open.
reckon some.
I reckon it's
overnight.
Callum's unattended crotch meat.
I think they're all sniffing around. Cam.
Swarming, vile skip of a group.
Poopy. A stream slowed down. Is the internet
Stream's
gone?
gone, apparently.
Screams.
Sorry, yeah. Stream dead. Balls.
Hang on. Oh. What about this
So
internet?
what's the problem then? YouTube?
It's amazing when a stream stops how many people just back out. Oh, we're back. No, we're not.
Is
We're
the
like 2
backup
minutes
internet
behind.
not working either? If you do like an internet speed test, is it actually working properly?
See if YouTube's gone down.
It's not good, this.
We're missing out on top tier content. Like, what's the best crisps?
We've had.
Okay. So we might be back.
Right, we tried turning it back off and on again.
We're trying. Refresh that, Kira.
Are we live on Facebook?
We're still live on Facebook.
Right. Do you want to tell them to join us on? Oh wait.
No, it's not.
This thing kicking in and out. If
yeah,
you're live
we're
on
live on
Facebook, if you're live wherever we are,
So apologies if you're watching on Facebook. The YouTube link
stream's going
has.
down. Which
Yeah,
is
YouTube
obviously
seems
not
to
ideal.
be having problems with our stream tonight. I'm not sure what's going on. We apologise to everyone,
Yeah,
sort of. Well, it's not really our fault, but we don't think it's our fault.
we
We're
don't
not quite
think
sure
so.
what's going
Anyway,
For the first time, but
no, we're having a bit of a check out here. It's
on.
good.
Yeah,
See how it's going.
we don't usually check out on Facebook, but we are tonight. It should be good.
Facebook's still buffering. No, hang on. Are we better? No, we're not.
no, we're not.
It's really trying its best, but it's not.
No one done.
It's
Facebook
still
since
1-1.
2015. Yeah, I know, but we're trying to offer some options here.
Yeah.
What's everyone doing for the rest of the week? Are you in tomorrow, Ciaran? You're in here tomorrow.
I might swing by tomorrow.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm in work till like 10:30 on Saturday.
people
night.
here?
Brilliant.
On Facebook.
I'm not in tomorrow till early afternoon because there's late night live.
Everyone on
Assuming we can go
YouTube
live
getting
by
annoyed.
tomorrow
We
night.
know, Reese. We're
know.
sorry. We're sorry. Tell people if you're watching this Facebook, go to YouTube and just tell them to come join us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Look, sure headed away there.
We haven't talked about the second half
We've
at all.
got-
It's been, yeah, it's been
It's
on.
been a bit boring, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been there.
Much has gone on. I like
I
Fury.
can unfortunately envisage Wilder just throwing a fucking huge overhand right and just chinning Fury.
Imagine what
and
it's
he's
like
not gonna
fighting
get booked.
Deontay Wilder.
I was watching, you know, BT have done so much promo. They interviewed the ref who reffed the last fight, and he was going through what his thought process was when Fury got knocked down.
Did you watch that film where they went back for it? That was
Basically,
really
the
good.
guy who reffed it was like an LA fighter for like 30 years, so he was like